Yes? What is it?
Homebody in the house. And if you desire a dark and seductive mystery, then look no further. But be warned, after what you will see tonight, you will not be the same. After the success of David Lynch's second feature, Elephant Man, gave him critical acclaim, he was then tasked with directing the film adaptation of Dune. Unfortunately, due to many factors, the film ended up being both a critical and financial failure. Lynch himself said this was a low point for him, with nowhere to look but up. Thankfully, he found his way out the dark and returned to form, and perhaps even set the tone for what was to come later in his career, in terms of themes, visual motifs, reoccurring actors, as well as musical collaborators. In Blue Velvet, we are seduced by its mysteries, taking us down a strange journey filled with secrets at every turn, each more dangerous than the last. These mysteries is what fascinates the main character, Jeffrey, played by Kyle MacLachlan, when he returns to his hometown of Lumberton, a small suburban town that is a snapshot of a picture-perfect depiction of American life. The roses are red, the picket fences are white, and the sky is blue. Crime appears to be safely at a distance, as a form of entertainment. But maybe there's something else that lurks beneath that we don't see. It's when Jeffrey discovers a peculiar severed ear that his morbid curiosity begins to get the better of him. At first, for Jeffrey and the detective's daughter Sandy, played by Laura Dern, it seems like they're caught up in their own Nancy Drew or Hardy Boy mystery. But things quickly take a turn as Jeffrey's curiosity turns into an obsession.
I don't know if you're a detective or a pervert.
Well, that's for me to know and you to find out.
Lynch puts his first hand in the voyeuristic experience as Jeffrey sneaks into the apartment of the alluring and mysterious lounge singer Dorothy Valance. But what he sees in her apartment that night changes everything, and now Jeffrey is caught in the middle of his own mystery. Lynch's interpretation of the film noir genre was the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Blue Velvet has his visual style on full display, showing his attention to detail, but also his admiration for the style of the 50s and the iconography of the genre, and knowing how to elevate it in his own personal way. Every character has a distinctive style. Every frame is painterly, yet pulpy. As for his own personal idiosyncrasies, they feel decisive and earnest. Even his tasteful choice of music is layered with interpretive symbolism. But much like the story, the visuals aren't just surface level. The images elevate and retain the true dark nature of its subject matter. Dorothy Valance, played by the beautiful Isabella Rossellini in her breakout role, is very much a classic femme fatale in terms of the genre, but her character has many layers to her, all of which Jeffrey can't resist. He wants to save her from danger, and although she is very much in it, she is also a character that attracts danger. Opposites start to collide when he tries to balance this double life with Dorothy and the innocent Sandy. But it's not all romance that Jeffrey has got himself into. Things become all too real yet nightmarish when he is introduced to Frank Booth, played by Dennis Hopper. This role was sort of a comeback at the time for him, but now looking back, it is one of his most memorable performances.
Who is this fuck?
He is a sick and twisted individual that represents all things dark, violent, and perverse hidden beneath the town's idyllic facade. He's impulsive, irrational, and erratic. You never quite know what he'll do next or what he's capable of. It's a complex and unusual take of a familiar type of film noir antagonist. Through this rabbit hole of mysteries unveiling Lumberton's underworld, Lynch explores duality, a commonly explored theme in his work, most notably with Twin Peaks. In Blue Velvet, Jeffrey's coming of age is an exploration of many dualities, good and evil, dreams and nightmares, the conscious and the subconscious. By returning to his ordinary childhood town as an adult and discovering a stranger, darker side, he must also confront a darker side of himself. The film explores secrets and where our desires to know them can lead us, that we have desires that reside somewhere deep and dark, and that they can be alluring and tantalizing while also being knowingly dangerous and even violent. By making a film that implores voyeurism within its narrative to further express this morbid curiosity, Lynch holds up a mirror to the viewer, showing that maybe even in your nature, you too may be like Jeffrey. So if the thrills of a dreamy, twisted crime mystery excite you, peep the strange world of David Lynch's provocative neo-noir classic. Have you peeped Blue Velvet? If so, what do you think? And for more coming soon, peep the links. You know where I'll be.